Hey Daniel, my name is Marquis and I'm the owner of Nomatic Marketing. And in this video, I'm actually going to go over a couple of things that you guys are doing with your business and website that could potentially be helpful, help bring in more clients to your law office. Now, most likely, you're just sitting there asking yourself, um, why would I even be doing this in the first place? Or better yet, what's in it for me? Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business in order to really figure out how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation that they have to working with someone is they just don't know who's an expert and who isn't. Who's going to actually be able to help them, and or who's going to end up, just kind of taking their money and run. Um, I've found by giving people a free attack plan of actual things that they can do to really impact their business, it's resulted in this business owners just kind of raising their hands and saying, hey, Marquis, can you just do this for me? So if by the end of this video you feel like any of the information that I've presented today is helpful, feel free to give me a call and we can chat. Or you can actually just use any of this for yourself, and that's all right too. So let me show you some of the things that you guys are actually doing pretty well and not waste any more of your time. So some of the things that I'm going to go over today are going to be content, citations, and backlinks. So the first thing is going to be content. So content is any of the words, phrases, any of this stuff that shows up on your page. So in order to be fully optimized with Google, you do need to have over 1,500 words on your page. So what I did was a quick little search just to see where you guys stood, and I put your information into one of the tools that we utilize here. This is SEO Quake. So this is a free extension that you can run on your Chrome. As you can see here, you guys are at about 1,300 words. So this is a great place to be. You're 200 off from the 1,500 fully optimization, but it's not really hurting you guys too bad. But I will say that if you did have 1,500 or above, it would definitely help you guys, and it would help throw you guys from where you are now into some of those top 1, 2, 3, 4 spots. The spots above the fold when a person does a search. So the second thing I'm going to take a look at is going to be citations. So in order to kind of like see where you fall with citations, the best thing to do is to do a quick Google search for a random term. So I just put in personal injury attorney San Francisco. So when you do this, there are a couple things that usually come up. The first thing is going to be ads. So this section is Google Ads or Google search for just to be specific. Google search is basically where people can run ads that are pay-per-click ads. So you only pay when a person actually clicks on the ad. This can go one of two ways. One, this can be very lucrative to a business, especially if it's done with someone that really understands ads and how they work. Take me, for example. I've been running ads for different kinds of platforms for over 10 years now, so I understand them pretty well, and I actually do them pretty good. Or they can be an extreme money suck for a lot of companies, especially if the person running the ads doesn't really understand how to optimize them correctly. And specifically for when you're working with anything within legal, like lawyers, attorneys, this can be extremely costly because the cost per click for each of these words can range anywhere from $60, $70 to well over $300. So it's definitely something to be mindful of. The section that I do want to show you, which you guys are actually doing very well in, is going to be this Google Map Pack. So this is the section in which companies always want to get optimized for, especially when you're a local company, because this is the section that shows your name, address, and phone number for a business, as well as their reviews. So as I can see right here, you guys are actually #1 in the map pack. So very good place to be. You guys are doing great in a lot of these areas, and more specifically, the Google organic search area. Very good so far. The last thing I want to go over is going to be backlinks. So think of backlinks as how a website has authority on the web. So simply put, if you were to take site A and site A points to site B, therefore site A is acting as a backlink, which is giving site B more authority on the web. So think of Google as a kind of popularity contest. The more sites that are pointing at you, the more popular you are in Google's eyes. So what I did was I just threw your information into one of the other tools that we utilize here. This is Ahrefs. This is a great tool, show you guys kind of like where you stand in that organic marketplace. So if you take a look here, you guys have about 14,000 backlinks across almost 2,000 referring domains. That means that there are almost 2,000 different websites that you guys are backlinking to in some way, shape, or form. This is great. But what tells me that you guys are doing a great job in this aspect is your domain rating score. So your domain rating, the higher it is, it means that you have more relevant backlinks that are being connected to you guys. So I don't know if you're actually working with an SEO firm or anything else like that, but they seem to be doing a really good job so far. And just taking a look down here, this will show your overall performance. So it looks like you guys started back in, I don't know, like 2016, and you've just been gradually been going up. So the one thing that I've seen here is that there have been a lot of bumps on the road, a little bit of dips here and there, and down here it dipped for a while, and then it all of a sudden just skyrocketed back up in, let's see, what's that, September, October 2022. So maybe you guys started working with a different firm, or maybe they just got their stuff in line. I will say that when it comes to any kind of marketing for your company, I'm always a fan of an omni-channel approach, meaning that you should market in a lot of different ways, just in case something like this happens. So as you can see, you guys were up here for a while, steadily going up, and then you dropped down for a while and then just shot back up. Sometimes that happens when Google makes changes to the algorithm, changes to the way that we actually reach customers, and there's not really much that you can do about that except for wait and do some testing and then see about fixing it over time. What I tend to recommend for companies is to actually take an omni-channel approach to marketing, in which they're marketing across a couple of different things. So for example, when it comes to personal injury attorneys, especially the ones that we work with, they do take usually an omni-channel approach so that this doesn't happen to them. I've actually seen a lot of the attorneys that we work with, they have been seeing tremendous results when it comes to running Facebook ads. So I don't know if you guys run any Facebook ads, and actually I can actually see right here that you guys don't seem to run any kind of advertisements right now. So this organic search is great because then it just drives customers that are doing some kind of search on Google for, I don't know, personal injury attorney in San Francisco. But what about the people that aren't sure whether they need a personal injury attorney? Or maybe they did a search and they're not ready to buy just yet. In those times, that's when this paid search comes in handy, because you're picking up on the traffic for people that did a search initially and then they kind of like fell off, maybe they went to another website, or maybe they were like, well, maybe I don't need that now, or anything else like that. So that's where you're able to capture that traffic. As you can see here, I did a quick little search on Facebook. So these are some of the ads that we have running right now that are doing well. They are actually just killing the game. So the difference between what Google search will do and what Facebook ads can do is, this is something that you can add pictures, you can add different types of content, you can add videos, we can create videos in order to get your point across, and you can actually target the people that have already come to your website and retarget them in order to get them to give you a call back. So definitely something to think about in the future. But other than that, as I said, going through your website, you guys have been doing a great job. So in terms of, just to recap, in terms of content, you guys have about 1,300 words. So I would say to try to boost that to 1,500 if you want, but it's not something that you definitely have to do. Your site has been created in a great way that helps you guys to stand out in the marketplace. So kudos there. Second thing would be citations. So citations are what adds to you showing up in that Google Map Pack. Right now, you guys show up in a really good spot. You're number one in the Google Map Pack, so I wouldn't say to fix anything there either. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. And the third thing would be the backlinks. So right now you guys are looking really good when it comes to backlinks. I wanted to be able to create this video because I love seeing a business that's actually doing well in a lot of fronts and could potentially use help in just one front. And I would say that that would be actually running ads, just to kind of like bolster and round out your marketing approach so that next time, if maybe your SEO has a kind of like downtick in traffic, you can make up for that traffic in the Facebook ads or other type of advertising avenues that you could potentially take. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either use the information that I provided you today on your own, maybe get your own Facebook ads team that you would want to utilize and actually run ads with them, and that's perfectly all right. Or if you want the most efficient route and you actually want to save yourself some time, you can actually just give me a call at 970-829-1342. Once again, my name is Marquis. I'm with Nomatic Marketing, and the best number to contact me is 970-829-1342. I look forward to hearing from you, and have a good one.